Turn to page 29 in your workbook. Today we're going to be talking about the road to World War I. We start with the alliance system. The Triple Entente was comprised of Great Britain, France, and Russia. The Triple Alliance consisted of Austria-Hungary, Germany, and Italy. The alliance system was set up by Bismarck in order to keep the peace. However, when Bismarck is removed from his position in Germany, the alliance system becomes a catalyst for war. So at the outbreak of the war, what we see is that Italy switches sides and the Ottoman Empire becomes part of the Central Powers. So the Allied powers now consist of Britain, France, Russia, and Italy. The Central Powers make up Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. The major players were Nicholas II of Russia, George V of Great Britain, Victor Emmanuel of Italy, and Poincaré of France. On the Central Powers side, you have Wilhelm II, you have Pasha of Turkey, which is also part of the Ottoman Empire, and Franz Joseph, the Austrian-Hungarian emperor. Here's a map of Great Britain that shows the way that Europe had been divided by the alliance system. Norway, Sweden, Spain, Switzerland, Netherlands remained neutral. Underlying causes of World War I. First of all, it would be the alliance system. The Three Emperors League, Germany, Russia, Austria-Hungary, established the principle of cooperation and was designed to neutralize the tension between Austria-Hungary and Russia. The dual alliance set up in 1879 between Germany and Austria-Hungary, and the purpose there was to isolate France. Then we had the Reinsurance Treaty, a secret treaty between Germany and Russia. Russia and Austria-Hungary were rivals over the Balkans. Bismarck wanted to be allied with both at the same time in case any incidents developed. Germany did not renew this treaty. Next we have the Triple Alliance. This is between Austria-Hungary, Germany, Italy. Italy's angry with France for preventing it from seizing Tunisia. Next is the Dual Entente. Russia and France are part of this. The result of Germany's termination of the Reinsurance Treaty. To develop, Russia needed capital, and French investors were willing to lend capital. France was eager to check Germany's power, and Russia had Balkan ambitions and needed an ally. Next we have the Entente Cordiale. This was underwritten with a military understanding between Great Britain and France. Britain was afraid of Germany's growing industrial, colonial activity and military strength. In 1907, you have the Triple Entente. This is between Great Britain, France, and Russia, and it was established to counter the Triple Alliance between Austria-Hungary, Germany, and Italy. This divided Europe into two rival camps. Although the alliances were intended to keep the balance of power, they created a volatile situation that would lead to war. So here you see a political cartoon that basically, if you look very closely at it, you can see political figures that are influencing nationalism in Europe. More underlying causes of World War I. Nationalism was a factor. Jealousy and hatred between nations. France's national pride was hurt by the loss of Alsace-Lorraine in the Franco-Prussian War. Do you remember that? The French considered Germany their natural enemy. Serbia wanted to annex Bosnia-Herzegovina. Russia, the largest Slavic country, defended the rights of people of similar backgrounds. And because these Slavic people were spread out through various countries, it's known as Pan-Slavism. So I think we recall from previous discussions of Bismarck, he has a quote that says something about some darn fool is going to set off the next war in the Balkans. That is why the Balkans are known as the powder keg of Europe. So other causes of World War I include economics. Great Britain felt threatened by Germany's economic growth. Imperialism, which we just studied. Great Britain, France, and Germany were in competition for territory, markets, and resources in Africa and Asia. And another cause was militarism. The British saw Germany's naval buildup as a threat. Not only that, but militarism was a result of imperialism because these countries felt like they needed to protect their territories, and so they also built up their military. So here we see the colonial rivalries in Africa, and you can see here how Africa has been carved up. All right, so militarism and the arms race. Total defense expenditures for the great powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, Italy, France, Britain, and Russia, in millions of lira. So in 1870, they spent about 94 million lira. But by 1914, they had spent 398 million lira. So between 1910 and 1914, there was an increase in defense expenditures. France increased their defense spending by 10%, Britain 13%, Russia 39%, and Germany had the greatest increase at 73%. So then we have tensions and conflicts. First was the Moroccan crisis in 1905. Morocco was under French domination. Germany's Kaiser Wilhelm II demanded a conference and advocated Moroccan independence. The conference recognized French interest in Morocco, but affirmed Moroccan independence. Then we have the Balkans crisis in 1908. Austria tried to annex Bosnia-Herzegovina. Serbia protested. They wanted to expand in the Balkans. Russia sided with Serbia. Germany sided with Austria, and this checked the crisis at that time. A map showing you the Balkans in 1878. There you can see Bosnia-Herzegovina, and you can see Serbia. In 1911, you have the second Moroccan crisis. It's a conflict between Germany and France. There was a compromise reached. France was allowed to establish protectorate. Germany received land in parts of the French Congo. The Balkan crisis of 1912-1913. In these crises, Serbia had Russian backing. As a result of these crises, Russian and Serbian anger against the Austrian-Hungarian Empire intensified. So here's the Balkans in 1914. And the people who lived in these regions. So you can see the color that is green is the Ottoman Empire. The yellowish color are predominantly Serbians and Croats. And then the orangish color are predominantly Romanians. This is what Europe looks like in 1914, divided by the alliance system. You can see that the blue lands are part of the Triple Entente, and the yellowish lands are part of the Triple Alliance. So regional crises combined with underlying problems created by the alliance system, excessive nationalism, economic competition, imperialistic rivalries, and arms race created conditions that would erupt into war.